very first transaction for year 1. So JP purchased 30 shares of value $5 per share. Then on June 30, year 2, he sold all 30 share for $3 per share. Next on July 15, JP purchased 20 share of Micron Corporation. So please note that they are purchasing and selling the same shares. So they purchased then 20 share back for $2. Then on July 17, he sold 20 share for $2.50. On August 22, year 2, JP purchased 50 share of Micron Corporation for $3.75 per share. So basically, they are purchasing and selling the shares. So you have to you have to answer the basis. What should be the basis on these date? Realized gain and recognized gain. Why these things are different, realized and recognized? Because there may be chances of some gain or loss which may not be recognized. So basically, mainly your gain is recognized in case of watch sale, but your loss is not recognized. So you have to consider the watch sale loss here. Okay, so watch sale loss means ki if you are selling, if you are buying and purchasing, buying and selling, or selling and buying the same share within 30 days, and that lead to the loss, then that loss will not be recognized. So first of all, on 30 year 2. So on June 30, you are basically selling your old share for $3, which you have purchased in year 1 for $5. So what do you think? What should be the basis in shares? Basis क्या होगा? Then realized gain कितना होगा और recognized कितना होगा? तो कितना basis था उसका 30 जून को?
So, ma'am, we have to multiply 35, okay, 30 shares, January 1. We have to multiply, right?
Yes. So what should be the basis before you are selling the stocks?
Basis in the share. Ma'am, is there something up given any amount?
Sorry.
Is there any amount before or only this much from this only we have to answer?
Only this, no exhibits are given.
So for basis of share, we will take 30 into 5, ma'am.
Okay, so 30 into 5, 150.
No, but this is for June 30. So second one will come, right?
Yes.
So
So
then
on
30.
June 30, they are selling all 30 share for $3. Then on July, they are purchasing 20 share for $2. This question look simple, but it is actually confusing. So that's why I have taken this simulation for today.
For basis of share, ma'am, will it be 30 into 3?
Okay, so you are saying 30 into 3.
Or the first one is only correct? Like we will take the first as basis, then second we will use it at realized profit and loss.
Okay. So that means you have realized loss of $60. Is it true?
We purchased, ma'am, for 13 to 5. Then we shared, like, we sold it for
So,
3.
yes. So that means
The
on each share you have a loss of $2.
$2, yes.
Yes, so 30 into 2, you have a loss of $60.
$60.
But how much loss you can recognize? Like all the $60 you can recognize, or there is some was sale loss?
Ma'am, within something 61 days or something, it is like for wash sale,
It
right?
is for 30 days.
30 days. Okay,
If
yeah, sorry.
yeah, if within 30 days you have buy and sale transactions for same share,
So it
which
was
lead to
bought on
basically loss.
January 1. So it is wash sale applies, ma'am.
Was sale applies
Yes.
for how many shares? For 30, or like for all shares, or less than 30 shares?
Mm, ma'am, on July 2 purchase 20. Ma'am, only for 20 shares?
Yes, because you are selling this 30 share, then buy back 20 shares for $2. Means you are purchasing 20 share for $2 but selling it for $3. Okay. So what do you think? You have a loss or gain here?
We have a gain because we sold it for 3 and now we are purchasing for 2.
Okay, so that means this $60 can be recognized, or less than this amount can be recognized.
So now 20 shares into $2, right? No,
Okay.
ma'am, actually confused.
Okay, sir. देखो, अभी आप 30 शेयर सेल कर रहे हो $3 के, बट 20 बाय बैक कर रहे हो फॉर $2 के. सो वॉश सेल तो है, बट इफ यू कंसीडर दैट यू आर सेलिंग फॉर $3 एंड बाय बैक फॉर $2, सो दैट मीन्स देयर इज नो लॉस, देयर इज बल्कि गेन, देयर इज अ गेन.
Gain.
So gain can be recognized. So that means gain can be recognized in your form 1040. So, what do you think? Should be your realized gain and loss for these 30 shares?
Then 30 to $60.
Yes. Okay, $60. Then whole loss can be recognized. Okay. So next on July 17, you are selling 20 share for $2.50 per share.
Ma'am, basis of share would be 20 into 2.
Okay, $40. So what should be the realized gain and losses? It is also a case of watch sale, but here you're purchasing for 2 but selling for 2.50. That means there is a gain. So gain can be recognized.
Yes.
Okay, within 2 days this transaction is occurring, but it will lead to a gain, not losses.
Loss.
Okay, so how much gain will be there?
2.5 into 20 shares. No, sorry. Point 0.5.
Okay, so 10. And how much can be recognized?
It's a gain, then hold 10.
Okay. Okay, next on August 22, JP purchased 50 share for $3.75.
Ma'am, no basis.
Okay. So zero.
Yes.
Why not basis? You are purchasing 50 share for 3.75. So
So 15 to 3.75, 185. No, 3.75. 185, 187.5.
okay.
Ma'am, no realized gain or loss because there is
Okay.
nothing ahead.
So nothing you have to fill here.
But ma'am, for I guess for the basis in share, for the first June 30, will it be 30 into 3?
30 into 3 is the selling price, not
Okay,
the
sorry, no, it would be 150 only. And for 20 into 2. No, ma'am, it's I guess correct.
okay. So let's submit. Okay. Okay, so first of all, your basis is correct. Realized gain is correct, but recognized gain is not 60. Real recognized loss will be not 60. Let's see why. The $40 loss from wash sale is essentially deferred and rolled into the basis of new purchase for an adjusted basis of $80. So
Okay, so 40 that we calculated and 40 from the loss that was carry forward. So 40 plus 40, that would be 80.
just a minute, just checking. So you are selling for $3, then purchasing it for $2. I think there is some mistake because there is no loss here.
But how are they calculating? Like,
So they are taking the loss. So the on July 15, the purchase of same stock within 30 days, the low sale occurred. Investment of $80, cash loss is $40. So investment of 80. Okay, I'm taking the screenshot. I will show it to sir and then discuss. Simulation numbers. Okay. Because if we are taking the like we are deferring some loss here, then obviously this basis will change and this number will automatically
Everything will
change.
change. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And did we not actually put zero? That is why we got wrong for the last two columns also.
For which?
The last ones, the one after 188, we were supposed to put zero, right?
No, there is no like value we have to put here.
No, it was written if a response is zero, enter a zero.
Yeah, it was written, but there is no option to enter text here.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so I have like some doubt in this question because I will discuss it with sir, then I will explain it again. Okay. So let's
Okay.
hold this question for a while. So, okay. Okay. So this question is related to basically Maker's depreciation 179 depreciation. So Brian Whirlpool decided to open a full service barber shop attached to his residence on property in he inherited from his uncle. The business store operation began operation on July 1st, year one, and is a calendar year operation. Brian elect section 179 depreciation on the furniture and equipment and makers depreciation on the other assets. So information is provided below along with the spotting document and makers table in the exhibit. Prior to opening the business on July 1st, Brian renovated the property, acquired furniture and equipment from the shop that recently went bankrupt, incurred expenditure for advertising and for traveling to meet with suppliers. So at the year end, he basically preparing a partial trial balance listing the barber shop's revenue and expenditure. Received a statement from mortgage the company listing his loan, interest and property taxes. The business portion of building occupy 40% of building's total square footage. The remaining portion is Brian's personal residence. Received a year-end summary from the utility company. A portion of utilities were incurred prior to July 1st and is considered a pre-operating cost. So basically, you have been given that Brian Whirlpool is decided to open a full-service barber shop. Okay, the operations begin on July 1st, and he is electing 179 depreciation on furniture, equipment, and maker depreciation on other asset. So information is provided below along with the spotting document. So prior to the opening business, he is basically renovating the property. So why this is given? Because if the property is renovating means if you are doing certain modification to the property, So there may be chances that that cost will be capitalized or maybe expense. Acquired furniture and equipment, incurred expenditure for advertising and traveling to meet with supplier. And at the year end, he is preparing a partial trial balance listing the barber shop's revenue and expenditure. Received a statement from the mortgage company listing his loan interest and property taxes. Received a year end summary from utility company. Okay, so do you want to read it again? Otherwise, we can read next part. So first of all, you have to like the assets are given here. Assets, any kind of improvements are given here. Date is incurred here. Date is given here. You have to read the exhibit, put the following values. Then you have to put the depreciation expenses 179 election and operating expenses here. Okay. So this is an exhibit. So this is a long simulation. Okay, so first of all, if you want to read this part again, then I can hold for 2 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. I will just read once.
Okay, sure, you can read.
Yes, ma'am. We can start.
Okay, so first of all, building is given. So you have to put the cost of building from this exhibits. So this is the as of next kin, you have inherited the property below and hereby given power by this letter to carry out, execute, and exercise all power, act, function, and duties in said property. Okay, so property excluding land valued at $550,000. Anything related to this brand, Whirlpool? Okay. Rapid renovators, advertising, network agency. So this is property, plant, and equipment. Okay, so only information related to building is here.
So the property is valued at $5,50, $50,000.
Okay. So this is date basically 12 January. So please check the date also. Okay, so 12 January, $550,000. Okay. So let's put this value here. Then you have to tell about depreciation expenses 179 and any non-capitalized expenditure or operating expenses.
And for 1799, we need it for the year one only, right?
Yes, 179 election.
So this is for year one only. So there. So ma'am, for depreciation expenses, is there any percentage given?
Nahin. Basically, for depreciation, for the tax purposes, you should use maker's depreciation. So maker's tables is given here. Since building is a real property, so you will use the mid-month convention here. Okay, so first of all, Section 179 election will be not there. Why not there? Because it is not allowed for real property. Okay, so anything which is real property, it is not allowed. So 179 election should be 0. Next, for depreciation, I can give you the hint that for depreciation, basically building and land are land is not depreciable. Sorry, buildings are basically your real property which is fixed to the land. So for real property, we used mid month convention. So here the month is January. So you have to look at this table. 39 years of depreciation will be taken, and for first year, and the property is placed into the use on January, so first month. So you will take this percentage 2.461. So quickly calculate 2.461 into year cost. So how much it will be there?
Ma'am, 2.461%, right? Actually, I'm not able to see the screen.
You are not able to see the screen.
Yeah, actually, the screen is black because of some network.
Okay, I will present it again. Okay, now it's visible or not? Is it visible?
No, ma'am, actually, I will read.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, now it's visible. So, ma'am, 5,50,000 into 2.461 will give me 13,53,550.
13 lakh. It's
Yes, ma'am, that's
2.461 percentage. So you have to divide it by 100 also.
percentage. That's what I actually was confused. So then it will be, ma'am, 13,535.5.
Okay. So next, non-capitalized expenditure, operating expenses, any. So what should be the operating expense here?
Can you show me the question?
Okay, so this is the question. So basically for January year one, so what should be the operating expenses? Should I scroll it above?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But ma'am, there is the specific amount given. It is written expenditures for advertising, traveling. So what will be the amount?
So advertising advertising expenses, this is not included in your building actually.
So there will be no operating expenses, ma'am.
Like you can put it in the company's income statement, but I don't know why it is given in this building section, operating expenses, because you have depreciation expenses that is also comes under operating expenses.
But there is also no amount given for operating expenses, like specific amount, like this has this much amount and this has this much
No
amount.
amounts are given here, no.
Okay, sorry.
Advertising agency ko you are paying $150. Then networking agency ko $300.
Office equipment, but that would be for office thing. So there will be no operating expense for building. It will be zero.
Okay. Okay, so next is renovations. So you are doing renovations. So basically in renovations, um,
Renovated the property.
yeah, renovated the property, but anything related to renovation is not given here, I think. Okay, so you have rapid renovators of $30,000 on April 5th, 25.
And on April 27, we gave them $6,000.
Yes, it is
So total
painting and minor changes, and it is structural work and renovations. Okay, so I am giving you the hint that if you are doing certain renovations in your property, that basically expanding your property or increasing their lifetime, then it will be capitalized. But if uh, those like renovations are not actually like expanding your property, then it will be expand, put it into the expenses. So there are two renovations are given. You have to decide which amount should be capitalized and which should be put in the.
So for expense, ma'am, it would be painting and minor changes, and for capitalizing, it would be the structural work.
Okay, so you are saying that for capitalizing, you will put the $30,000 here. And for expenses, you will put 6,000 here. Okay.
6,000.
So can you claim 179 election on these renovations? For for improvement related to heating, ventilation, air conditioning, you can claim 179 election. This is the hint. HVAC, you can claim.
Okay, ma'am. So we are doing renovations, we will be modifying the property. So is it? Yes, ma'am, we can claim, right?
For 179 election,
But 179, ma'am, we can do it for structural work or for non-structural work.
देखो, if you are doing improvement in your building or like in your property, which actually related to heating, ventilation, air conditioning, okay, means improvement, that can be claimed under 179 election. But if you have real property or if you are taking the property from related party transaction, then 179 election cannot be taken.
So
So
your 179 cannot be taken.
not taken. Sure.
Actually, I'm confused. I'm not getting.
Okay. So like, have you got the what I told you about 179 election?
Yes, ma'am, but
I
your
think okay, एक बार इससे रिलेटेड बुक में जरूर पढ़ना, बिकॉज देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग दैट माइट कैन क्रिएट कंफ्यूजन, लाइक 179 कब आप क्लेम कर सकते हो कब नहीं। और इस क्वेश्चन में थोड़ी सी कंफ्यूजन है, बिकॉज ये ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस ऐसा कुछ एग्जाम में नहीं आता आपका। एग्जाम में ये आएगा सीधा, टैक्स सेविंग्स भी नहीं आती बेसिकली। आएंगी भी तो ये बहुत इजी पार्ट है। एग्जाम में आपको इस ये सेकेंड पार्ट देखने को मिल सकता है कि यू विल बी गिवन सर्टेन एसेट, उनकी कॉस्ट बेसिकली आपको दी भी हो सकती है या आपको सिमिलरली एग्जिबिट से पुट भी करनी हो सकती है। ठीक है, देन you will be given about this 179 bonus first year, so you have to check that 179 आप किस पे क्लेम कर सकते हो, बोनस किस पे ले सकते हो, और मेकर्स तो आप ले ही सकते हो सब पे। सो ये कैलकुलेशन करने के लिए आपके लिए आ सकते हैं एग्जाम में। बट ये ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस रिलेटेड खैर इतना तो नहीं आएगा। अच्छा, अगला करें रिपेयर।
yes, ma'am.
सो what do you think, repair and maintenance cost should be capitalized or expensed? So repair regarding
So
is,
repairs and maintenance would be operating expense, ma'am.
yes, repair and maintenance, like if it is like directly related to your, it will not be a operating, it will be a non-operating because it is not directly related to the product. Okay, so in repair and maintenance, nothing is given. Travel expenses. Are you finding any repair and maintenance regarding things? Okay, so here,
This is one for equipment and another one is also for equipment, I guess. No, ma'am.
yeah, this, okay, so read it from there. Anything related to repair and maintenance.
Furniture expenses for advertising and traveling to meet suppliers. No, ma'am, there is nothing written about repairs or maintenance. Electric, gas, and telephone were incurred prior to July 1 and as considered as pre-operating expense. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, there is nothing about repairs and maintenance.
Okay, so let me check once. 27 अप्रैल को दे रखी है, एक बार चेक कर लो। 27 अप्रैल के रिगार्डिंग ये रहा 6,000. So this is repair and maintenance actually $6,000.
But that is, ma'am, for renovation also and for repairs and maintenance. Or we have to
No, no.
remove it from the
For
renovation.
renovation, we will not consider here because renovation के लिए फिर आपका ये 30,000 ही होगा। ये माइनर चेंजेस और आपकी डेट के अकॉर्डिंग ये रिपेयरिंग कॉस्ट है, और माइनर चेंजेस का मतलब पता ही चल रहा है कि चेंजेस कुछ कर रहे हो, कुछ रिपेयरिंग कर रहे हो।
Repair कर रहे. Okay, ma'am.
सो
So, ma'am, from
ठीक है।
where was the date given? Okay, 27 in the repairs. Okay.
या ओके। सो आपकी रिपेयरिंग मेंटेनेंस को 6,000 है, और आप इसे किस में पुट करोगे? 179 क्लेम करोगे, डेप्रिसिएशन क्लेम करोगे, या ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस क्लेम करोगे इसमें? यहाँ आप डेप्रिसिएशन नहीं क्लेम करोगे क्योंकि सारा 179 में आपका क्लेम हो जाएगा। आप बताओ, रिपेयर एंड मेंटेनेंस को कैपिटलाइज करते हैं या नॉन कैपिटलाइज करते हैं?
Ma'am, non-capitalized.
यस, सो दैट मीन्स ये आपका एक्सपेंसेस में चला जाएगा। और कैपिटलाइज तो करते नहीं, तो फिर आप कोई डेप्रिसिएशन या 179
179
क्लेम
भी
नहीं।
होगा. Got it, ma'am.
Okay, so next is PC and peripheral equipment. So it is taken on 15 June. 15 June. Okay. So you are taking computers of $3,000, peripheral equipment of $5,000. So subtotal 8,000. So computer and equipment. So will you capitalize it or you will expense it? What was the amount? I forget. $8,000 के आपने ये दोनों चीजें खरीदी हैं। कॉस्ट कितनी पुट कर दोगे यहाँ? 8,000? हैव यू
Yes,
गॉट
ma'am.
दिस?
Yes,
ओके,
ma'am. It
सो
will not be an
8,000,
expense.
ठीक है। So 8,000 which it will be an expense or capitalize these assets?
Ma'am, depreciation expense.
Yes. Okay, so capitalize करोगे। Okay, so capitalize में you can claim 179 or depreciation first. So 179 आप first claim कर सकते हो, तो computer and equipment पे मिल जाएगा आपको 179 expense या नहीं? Is it a personal property or real property?
It's a personal property.
So yes, you can claim 179 expenses here. So that means 8,000. You can claim it in 179. So whole amount आप 179 में डाल दोगे तो depreciation के लिए कुछ भी नहीं
Yeah.
बचेगा. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so next is furniture and equipment. So you are taking furniture and equipment.
Ma'am,
Furniture and equipment,
10,000.
10,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can you claim 179 or depreciation?
And we can claim 179.
Okay. then it will be 0. It also be 0. Okay. On July 1st को ऑपरेशन स्टार्ट हुए.
Ma'am, if it would be year 2, then we would not be able to claim 179, right? So that we would be
Yes.
able to depreciate it. So then it would go
Yes.
in the to depreciation expense.
Yes. For basically 179 election, 179 expenses can be taken in the year in which you are putting the asset into use. So also check for these assets, like whether you are putting into use in this year or not. Like if you have purchased in year 1 but you are putting to use in year 2, then only in year 2 you can claim 179 election, not in year 1. So also check for these assets that you are putting these asset on in operation on year 1. Okay. इतना समझ में आया आपको?
Yes, ma'am.
चलो, ये सेकेंड पार्ट आपका बहुत इजी है और इससे आपको और आइडिया लग जाएगा. आप 179 के लिए आपके पास लिमिट कितनी है? 1 मिलियन लिमिट दे रखी है. ठीक है, अप टू 1 मिलियन यू कैन क्लेम 179 एक्सपेंसेस. और स्पेंडिंग कैप मींस 2.5 मिलियन क्या है कि 2.5 मिलियन तक के लाइक अगर आपके असेट्स हैं देन यू कैन क्लेम दिस अमाउंट. अगर इससे ज्यादा के होंगे तो आपका फेज आउट होना शुरू हो जाएगा. मतलब जितना ज्यादा अमाउंट इसके अबव होगा उतनी ही आपकी डिडक्शंस कम होती जाएंगी. देन बोनस डेप्रिसिएशन आपका 100% दे रखा है. एक्चुअल में वैसे 100 तो नहीं होता आपका 60 या 40 के अराउंड होता है. आई थिंक 25 में 40 के अराउंड होगा. और कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स रेट 21% दे रखा है. मेकर्स के लिए आपको क्या करना है, ये 5 ईयर की प्रॉपर्टी दे रखी है तो उसके रिगार्डिंग आप टेबल्स में से कैलकुलेट करोगे. क्लियर? और आपकी कोई डेट्स तो दे नहीं रखी, सो बाय डिफॉल्ट यू विल यूज दी जो भी टेबल दे रखी है आपको. 5 ईयर प्रॉपर्टी है सो डेट मीन्स पर्सनल ही होगी क्योंकि रियल प्रॉपर्टी के लिए आपके पास 39 और 27.5 ईयर ही आते हैं बस. चलो, अब 179 एक्सपेंसेस के लिए आप 1 मिलियन तक क्लेम कर सकते हो. सो डेट मीन्स ये पूरा क्लेम हो जाएगा. ये चीज समझ में आई आपको? बाकी के लिए 0 0 रह जाएगा. ये समझ में आया आपको?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, जो सबसे पहले है आप उसका कर दो. अब उसके बाद $1,500,000 आपके पास है. सो इसमें से आप टोटल तो 1 मिलियन ही सिर्फ क्लेम कर सकते हो. सो डेट मीन्स 230 को माइनस कर दो 1 मिलियन में से तो आपके पास जो रिमेनिंग अमाउंट होगा वो आप क्लेम कर सकते हो अंडर 179. सो कितना आ जाएगा आपके पास? 670 या 770? 770 आई थिंक. इतना क्लियर है?
No, ma'am. नहीं समझ.
ठीक है, आप टोटल 1 मिलियन क्लेम कर सकते हो ना?
Yes.
तो 1 मिलियन कैसे क्लेम करोगे? ओवरऑल आपको 1 मिलियन क्लेम करना है तो 1 मिलियन में से सबसे पहले ये वाला असेट हटा दिया, सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया.
Yes.
देन रिमेनिंग जो इसका अमाउंट लाइक 1 मिलियन में से बचता था इसमें से डिडक्ट कर दिया. अब कुछ बचा ही नहीं तो 179 तो बाकियों के लिए क्लेम कर ही नहीं सकते आप. अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग. आर यू सेइंग समथिंग?
No, ma'am.
अच्छा, वैसे एक चीज और चेक करो, इन सबका टोटल आपका एक्सीड कर रहा है बहुत ज्यादा. तो डेट मीन्स आपका वैसे तो यहाँ कंप्लीटली फेज आउट हो जाना चाहिए. मीन्स क्योंकि ये सारे असेट्स की वैल्यू बहुत ज्यादा है. आई डोंट नो, क्वेश्चन आपका इनकम्प्लीट है कि ये सारे असेट्स आप एक साथ पुट कर रहे हो यूज में, या कैसे हैं कि एक ही कंपनी के हैं या डिफरेंट केसेस हैं। लेकिन अगर आप सेम कंपनी के ये असेट्स ले रहे हो, ध्यान रखना, आई थिंक ये आपका इंडिविजुअल केस है बिकॉज कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन गिवन नहीं है। लेकिन अगर आपको ऐसे देते हैं कि सेम कंपनी के ये सारे असेट्स हैं और इन असेट्स का देखो टोटल कितना ज्यादा जा रहा है, 2.5 से अबव जा रहा है ना, और बहुत अबव जा रहा है, सो डेट मीन्स यहाँ तो कंप्लीटली फेज आउट हो जाएगा, 179 किसी के लिए भी नहीं क्लेम कर पाओगे आप। ठीक है। और क्योंकि आई एम कंसिडरिंग इट कि सारे केसेस अलग अलग हैं, सारे केसेस अलग अलग कंसीडर करते हो, तब इसे आप सॉल्व करके देखो। फर्स्ट के लिए 230 पूरा क्लेम कर लोगे, सेकेंड के लिए सिर्फ 1 मिलियन क्लेम कर पाओगे। अगर मैं सारे केसेस को अलग अलग लूं, मीन्स ये सेम कंपनी के नहीं है, और इसमें 2.5 तक आपके पास लिमिट है, ये कितना एक्सीड कर रहा है, 300,000। सो 300,000 डिडक्शन आपकी कम हो जाएगी, मतलब 1 मिलियन टोटल क्लेम कर सकते थे, लेकिन 300 एक्सीड कर रहा है तो 300 डिडक्शन क्लेम कम हो जाएगी। सो डेट मीन्स ओनली $700,000 तक की डिडक्शन आप ले सकते हो। इज इट क्लियर?
यस मैम।
ओके, सो ओवरऑल नहीं दे रखा वैसे आपको इसमें, आपका उसमें तो 1.17 ये वाली लिमिट होती है, और ये 2.5 होती है, और वो 4.05 समथिंग होती है, फेज आउट पे कंप्लीट हो जाता है। बट इसमें अभी कुछ दे नहीं रखा, सो लेट्स कंसीडर। देखो 2.5 के अबव कितना अमाउंट जा रहा है, 1 मिलियन, और 1 मिलियन को 1 मिलियन में से डिडक्ट कर दोगे, सो डेट मीन्स कंप्लीट ही फेज आउट हो जाएगा। ये
कंट्रोल से
चीज
हॉटस्पॉट बंद है, हमारे पास लेक्चर चालू है।
ये चीज समझ में आई आपको?
नो मैम, कैन यू जस्ट एक्सप्लेन वंस मोर?
Okay, so I have told you that this is the limit. So 2.5 के above कितना अमाउंट जा रहा है, 1 मिलियन, और उतनी डिडक्शन कम हो जाएगी। 1 मिलियन अबव जा रहा है और 1 मिलियन ही डिडक्शन क्या हो जाएगी, कम हो जाएगी। सो डेट मीन्स देयर विल बी नॉट डिडक्शन फॉर
अमाउंट।
179।
ओके।
ओके। ओके, सो हेयर यू आपका टोटल अमाउंट you can claim in 179, so that means nothing is left for bonus and makers. So what will be tax saving here? So 230,000 आपने एक्सपेंस क्लेम कर लिया, so 21 को मल्टीप्लाई कर दोगे, आपके पास टैक्स सेविंग आ जाएगी। जितना एक्सपेंस है उसे टैक्स रेट से मल्टीप्लाई कर दोगे, इट विल गिव यू द टैक्स सेविंग्स।
Means 230 into 21%.
Yes, 48,300. Is it clear?
48,300, yes ma'am.
ओके, सो नेक्स्ट फॉर बोनस आपके लिए 1,500 में से आपने 1,000 यहाँ क्लेम कर लिया, बोनस के लिए कितना बचा, $500,000।
500,000
ठीक है,
dollars.
बोनस डेप्रिसिएशन में आप 100% क्लेम कर सकते हो, सो डेट मीन्स होल अमाउंट कैन बी क्लेम इन दिस। सो आपके लिए मेक के दोनों
Zero.
0, और 1,500 इंटू 21% करोगे तो
15.
आई थिंक यही था आपका।
1 second ma'am. Yes ma'am, $315,000.
ओके, सो यहाँ पर आपका बोनस में, यहाँ 100% होना नहीं चाहिए था, बट चलो, यहाँ बोनस में रिमेनिंग आप बोनस में क्लेम कर लोगे, तो यहाँ भी 0 और यहाँ पर मल्टीप्लाई कर देना।
So ma'am, 2,80,000 में से 7 lakhs जाएगा।
तो रिमेनिंग, क्योंकि आपका, आई डोंट नो व्हाई इट इज गिवन 100%, क्योंकि आपका 100% दे रखे कि आप तो मतलब जितना बचता है आप सारा बोनस में क्लेम कर सकते हो, सो डेट मीन्स होल अमाउंट आपका यहाँ आ जाएगा, जो बचा हुआ होगा, यहाँ फिर 0, और यहाँ पे
21 lakhs ma'am, then 21 lakhs would be for bonus depreciation.
ठीक है। अच्छा, टाइम विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम अगर मैं देखूं, आप ये कर लोगे? यहाँ पर भी जस्ट पूरा अमाउंट ही आ जाएगा आपका। ठीक है, यहाँ
यस
पर
मैम।
जीरो।
सो अभी
और
मैम मेरे को खाली 21 lakhs को नहीं, सॉरी, 280 को ही इंटू 21 करना है।
हाँ, क्योंकि ये दोनों एक्सपेंसेस हो गए ना आपके लिए, तो
तो देन
दोनों से
फाइव
ही
लैख
टैक्स
एटी
सेविंग हो
एट
जाएगा। ठीक है, यहाँ और यहाँ का अमाउंट आप पुट कर दोगे, सिर्फ इसे 21 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है।
मैम 5 लाख 88 है, और सेकंड का मैं आपको बोलती हूँ अभी।
5,80,000।
And then that is 3 lakh 50 into 21%. So that is 7 lakh 35,000.
ओके, so 7 lakh। ओके, सो लेट्स सबमिट इट। बस 9:15 पे ऑडिट क्लास भी थी, ऑलरेडी लेट हो गई। ओके, सो लेट्स चेक। सो दीज आर
All correct,
ऑल
ma'am.
करेक्ट। लेट्स चेक। ओके, सो बिल्डिंग की कॉस्ट 515 पुट की थी हमने, और यहाँ कितनी है? 220।
Okay, but why 220 they have taken?
Inheriting fair value is the basis when we allocated between personal and okay, sorry,
40%.
आप ये रीड करना भूल गए कि
The business
40%
growth
बिल्डिंग का पोर्शन दे आर using for business purposes and rest of the portion they are using for personal
portion.
residence।
Okay.
ठीक है, तो पर्सनल रेजिडेंस पे तो आप डेप्रिसिएशन कुछ कैलकुलेट करते नहीं हो, आप पर्सनल एक्सपेंसेस क्लेम नहीं कर सकते ना अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न में।
So only for
तो वो
40% which is for business
या सो फिर जितना बिजनेस का है उतना ही आप क्लेम कर सकते हो।
depreciation उसके ऊपर.
ठीक है,
Okay, ma'am.
दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कमिंग रॉन्ग। सो देन रेनोवेशन के लिए भी अगेन सेम ही रहेगा। अच्छा, was for renovation as a result these costs are capitalized and depreciated, so use the maker's non-residential real property, so depreciation should be 353. Okay, so they are not taking 179 expenses on depreciation, instead they are
Depreciation.
depreciating it.
Depreciation. Okay, ma'am. But
Okay, so
ren
yes,
but why are they taking the renovations as a depreciation expense? It's not a renovations are
no,
never
no,
depreciated.
yeah, it is depreciated because you are capitalizing these expenses, क्योंकि ये आपकी प्रॉपर्टी की इन्हांस कर रहा है, प्रॉपर्टी को एक्सपेंड कर रहा है। लेकिन अगर आपकी रूटीन मेंटेनेंस है या कुछ ऐसे चेंजेस हैं जो एक्सपेंड नहीं कर रहे प्रॉपर्टी को, तो आप एक्सपेंस में क्लेम करते हो। देखो, जैसे आपने रिपेयर क्लेम किया था, बट अगर वो प्रॉपर्टी की लाइफ बढ़ा रहे हैं, so you can claim those expenses in your capitalize those expenses and then depreciate or amortize this. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so next for PC and peripheral equipment, they are taking the maker's depreciation. अच्छा, क्वेश्चन पूरा नहीं पढ़ा आपने, मतलब सॉरी, माय मिस्टेक वाज आल्सो देयर दैट वी हैव नॉट carefully read the question. They are electing 179 depreciation on furniture and equipment. ठीक है, सिर्फ फर्नीचर और इक्विपमेंट पे वो 179 एक्सपेंसेस क्लेम कर रहे हैं। सो
And
दैट्स
बाकी
व्हाई
सब
दीज वैल्यूज शुड बी जीरो हियर, बिकॉज दे आर नॉट टेकिंग 179 expenses on any other asset or
okay,
renovations.
ma'am.
Okay, if this was not given, then it will be correct. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so any doubt?
No, ma'am. Now understood.
Okay, so then we will continue tomorrow. I also have audit class now, so
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
okay. So thank you for joining,
Thank
and
you,
we
ma'am.
will continue tomorrow. Okay.
Yes. Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.